and just go with it. So we're really excited about this new old playstyle.
Which old is new again. Yeah,
It's interesting for them to say
we
that.
see here on screen that with the backpack changes, we're returning to the original armor satchel and also the ammo storage in terms of inventory.
Yeah, and as Pete was saying earlier, this like player agency, fluidity, etc. It just gave us that chance to think about, okay, the backpack had a ton of positives. Some of those were that you could carry more ammo, could carry more ammo. So not only have we added the armor satchel that the OGs might remember, there's now this ammo satchel, and the best part is that they're additive. So if you find one, you can pick it up, find another, pick that up, and you're just constantly making yourself better. The same goes for the perks. I don't think we really touched on it too much, but a number of the perks that people can equip in the loadout menu can be found in ground loot.
Oh.
And again, they're all additive.
So they're stackable. You can stack the perks that you're picking up out of the ground loot.
That's also going to change the sandbox.
The satchels with armor and ammo.
And then for the real hardcore players, they're still specialists. So don't worry, there's still the one thing to bind them, I guess. The one perk to bind them.
Don't worry. Yeah, we've got it. We got it. Again, there are things we've been introduced to that are coming to Black Ops 6 that are also coming to Warzone. But again, they work a little bit differently in Warzone as a mode. They've been tuned up specifically for the BR Resurgence experience. And one of those things is dedicated melee, Pete.
Yeah, so we're really
Dedicated
excited about bringing the
melee.
dedicated melee back to into
That's actually
Warzone.
not bad.
So this is a new feature that you'll see in your loadout when you go and customize it. The cool thing about this is right on rip, if you drop in, you will have this as part of your default loadout. So
Right.
once you land, you can equip the dedicated melee by holding the melee button down. The best part about it is when you have it equipped, you will also get unlimited attack sprint.
Oh, snap.
So this is our second way of giving you
By
unlimited
God.
attack sprint, right? And what we love about this is now you have more agency, more options and strategy in how you want to play. So if you find yourself in a situation where you need to rotate, if you need to get out of a sticky combat scenario, or if you want to make a tactical advancement somewhere, you can.
Yeah.
And the cool thing here is once you customize your loadout, you can customize your dedicated melee as well.
That is, I mean, famously, we all know you run faster with a knife out.
Absolutely.
So, that I think goes without saying here. The fact that's coming in, oh man, I'm stoked. That's so good.
We're looking at some gameplay here, which has been awesome to see everyone playing Resurgence on Area 99. But we got to show off a little bit in multiplayer. We saw some things happening in the winner circle and
look
FP
good,
matches.
though, I'm not gonna lie.
Ted, emotes and sprays also coming.
New old.
New old.
We had them in the early days of Warzone, but now it's with a twist. So the emotes are third person.
Okay.
Don't worry. We have made sure there's a slow into and out, so you can't peek.
No peeking.
My man.
Keeping us
No emote peeking.
Remember those blackout days?
Yes, right. And then when it comes to the sprays, it goes, as Peter was saying earlier about this agency, a big part of agency is that ability to self-express.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I asked Lawrence was, a few years ago, a birthday, my friends and I jumped into Warzone. My squad sprayed me, so Dan, Rich, and Craig, thank you for that. And I ran around looking like a clown. And I asked Lawrence earlier in the week, I was like, can you still spray an operator? And he said,
definitely. Yeah, I wouldn't be
We
sprays
got
back
you,
in
Ted.
Warzone without that. If you're like me and you think spraying all your opponents in the gulag before the gulag matchup starts gives you
that's
an
big brain.
advantage,
That's big brain thinking right there.
it's back.
Tag
you
'em.
can do it.
I like to tag my targets.
So my next birthday is going to be reliving my old birthday.
Oh, that's awesome. That's all right. Well, Ted, something that it really has always stuck out to me with Raven and the work that you guys do. You guys put a lot of attention toward that quality of life, right? Quality of life updates. What are going to be those for Warzone that the community can really, chop the bit on and get excited for?
Yeah, over the last couple of years, I think the community's really resonated with our quality of life efforts, and I think this year going forward, we've got a massive list for season 1 coming up. But it's also a cross-studio effort.
I'm
Not
just
only is it
loving
Raven
what
and
I'm
Treyarch.
seeing
I
so
don't know if
far.
our friends at High Moon and Beanox
So
are watching.
good.
If you are, thank you so much for everything that you do for Warzone. But things like seamless ascenders, seamless horizontal zip lines, again, fluidity, really a real focus. And we just can't wait to show the improved inventory, UI, etc., etc. There's a lot.
So much work being put into it.
The patch list is going to be a big one.
Yeah.
So prepare, get a cup of tea, and sit down and read the patch notes when they come out.
I love me some patch notes, but speaking of Season 1, we know one thing the community has been asking for, Pete, is the return of Battle Royale. ranked play. And we had previously said at the end of the year. So I got to ask you, do you have any updates for us?
I sure do. So, we've really evaluated the last few years of what we've been doing with ranked as a system.
Yeah.
We've started out with the foundation, and we like the foundation, but we want to build upon that. So we're happy to continue our work with Treyarch here and really build upon the infrastructure that's already there. So we're rebalancing and retooling the ranked experience, and we're happy to announce that ranked Battle Royale is coming to season 1 during season 1 on Urzikstan.
It's always great. A lot of great updates coming to ranked play in both multiplayer and Warzone this year. It's always awesome when our ranked play teams at Raven and Treyarch get together and collaborate on a Warzone ranked mode, and really excited to share more as we get closer to launch.
And that means we got all the toys
I'm excited.
from Black Ops 6, like Omni Movement coming to Big Map Ranked.
It's going to change it up.
Honestly, I can't think of anything better. Unreal stuff. Thank you, Ted, Lawrence, Pete. Thank you guys so much for joining us here today. We look forward to the next chapter of what we're going to be seeing in Warzone. Man, how do you top that? That is wild stuff.
Well, Alex, I got one more thing. And before we let you go, here it is. This spring, we'll be celebrating an incredible 5 years of Warzone. And on behalf of all of us who work to bring the Warzone experience to life each day, thank you for playing. It only feels right that to celebrate this milestone, we gotta go back to our roots. Which is why I am happy to officially confirm that the iconic 2020 launch map from the original Call of Duty Warzone, Verdansk, will return spring 2025.
It's happening
right now. I'm 100%.
Damn.
Stay tuned for more information on this next year. Casters, back to you.
Whoa! We're back, baby! The dance. We're going Superstore.
Yeah, we can go Superstore. We can go to Dam. We can go to Hangers. Big favor mine.
Yeah.
Can we
I'm
be
a big
serious,
Dam
though?
person.
Boneyard.
It is so cool for them to be listening to the community
Yeah.
and bringing back the favorites. I know a lot of the Warzone players have been talking about this for a minute. Everyone very familiar with the original Warzone map.
Who could forget all that time stuck indoors playing Warzone? Not me, folks, but yeah, a lot of fun. But dance coming back 2025. Get in your
That is
calendars,
awesome.
fam. Oh no,
That
think
is
what happened to
awesome.
you.
Right now.
Back to
not
reality.
gonna lie.
Area 99 has been the place of the most recent combat. But let's take a look at what's happening here on the big scale. Ali, you've been watching all
That
of
is
these
awesome,
players
though,
around.
guys.
What is your takeaway in Resurgence? What's working?
But yeah, I'm gonna but what can I say? Black Ops 6 multiplayer is so much fire right now. I'm so excited to be able to jump in this weekend and play. And then of course the new Warzone map. I think that's going to be a treasure. And then you've also got the Liberty Falls Zombies map. That looks really cool. Honestly, I feel like we're going to be in for a treat this year. I honestly believe that. I feel like we're going to be in for a treat this year for COD, and also we're getting the very first Warzone map returning, which I think I've played quite a bit of when it first came out, but here and there. But at least this time I get to be, at least I get to play, hopefully play it a little bit more. This time around, maybe get some wins in the process, but we'll see. But nevertheless, very exciting stuff for Warzone, multiplayer, and for zombies. Yeah, I feel like we're in for a good year for COD. I'm not going to lie. I mean, it's so much to look forward to in Call of Duty this year. I just hope that everyone's here for the ride, and hope you're going to be here when I stream the beta this weekend. But yeah, I just hope that I'll get to play. Hopefully, get some friend codes so I can give some to like Snow, and hopefully Sarah, maybe a couple of see how many I end up getting. That's if they do the friend codes this year, but hopefully we will get some. Fingers crossed. But either way, it's cool. Honestly, I'm ready. I am ready.